in attendance this afternoon. This is, of course, the President of Malawi, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera, also his entourage, accompanied by the military, police, also the military as well.
Hello and welcome. A beautiful evening, and the atmosphere is overwhelming right here at Bingu National Stadium, where His Excellency the President, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera, will be launching.
Chief Dikeledi sits alongside me this afternoon to welcome us and see how everything is going to be. Good afternoon and welcome to you.
Good afternoon to you, Bafana. Well, looking forward to the 2020
Town, and the President is just arriving.
Is Mr. Philip Newsweb and the President of Mozambique. These will be the national anthems of Malawi. the national anthem of Malawi. Oh God, bless our land of Malawi. Keep it a land of peace. That is the national anthem. Now for the anthem of the African Union. The AU anthem, which says, "Let us all unite and celebrate together the victories won for our liberation. Let us dedicate ourselves to rise together." This is what the Region 5 Youth Games of Lilongwe will be looking to present. It is under 17, so people with the brightest of futures in sports will be coming and showcasing themselves as to what to do here.
Certainly, Bafana, I mean, this competition has grown immensely, grown to become a key in development and, of course, a springboard for athletes. And this
Bingu
is
National Stadium kumene mtsogoleri wa dziko lino Dr. Lazarus Makathe chakwera ali pamalo pano kufuna kupanga launch Region 5 Youth Games tsiku la lero, ndipo masewera amenewa ndi a number 10 ndipo a number 9 adachitikatu chaka chatha ku Maseru mdziko limene la Lesotho. Ena kumafunsa kuna kuti kodi mu Region 5 muli maiko angati? Mu Region 5 muli maiko 10: Mozambique, Namibia, South Africa, Swaziland, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Angola, Botswana, komanso Lesotho, ndipo Malawi iliso mugulu limenelo. Chiyambi cha masewero amene wanchinaniro tinamba chaka cha 1966 pa 4 December pamene anthu achikuda mu Africa muno adanena kuti iyayi timenye nkhondo ndi asamunda komanso ku South Africa amati apartheid, timenye nkhondo imene kudzera mu masewero. Nde pakutero tu bungwe lija la African Organization Unity inabwera pamodzi ndikupanga kuti iyayi tiyeni timenye nkhondo imene kudzera ku masewero. Masiku nkumapita, zaka nkumadusa, lero tikukamba kuti ndi Region 5 Youth Games. Cholinga chake sochina chonena kuti amafuna kapena kuna kuti kulimbikitsa zikhalidwe amene mukuona pakanema wanu wa MPC. Muona kuti apo magule akuvina, magule osiyanasiyana, kunonso kwabwera anthu ochoka maiko osiyanasiyana pamenepo akuona kuti kodi Malawi magule athu amakhala otani. Anthu amenewa adafikatu sabata yathayi kusonyesa kuna kuti kupatula pa magule amenewa aonanso zakudya zosiyanasiyana chikhalidwe chathu. Pakutero Malawi, mbiri ya Malawi nkumapitatu tsogolo. Ndiye lero wabweratu president wa ku Mozambique, nayenso ali pompa akuzaona launch imene ya Youth Games. Pakali pano ndikupasireni kwa amene akusogolera mwambo umenewu Chisomo Mwamadi.
It's just a pattern.
Make sure that you come through and watch the different sporting codes, and it looks like one of the musicians of Malawi is the one performing here today to open proceedings before we get things underway.
Artistry, color, it's what Africa is truly known for. It's what Africa always seeks to represent. Man, boy oh boy, when we show up, we do Dikeledi in Africa as Africans.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to officially welcome you to the 10th edition of the Region 5 Youth Games, igniting the African dream. Welcome to Malawi, the warm heart of Africa.
The Algeria, for the men especially. Well, for the women, they will be crowned and they'll have the bragging rights of champions of COSAFA. Not only in that, in athletics also, there'll be some representation from the 11 countries, as you have stated. We've got basketball also, a 3 versus 3 that will be taking center stage. Also, there will be some boxing, there will be judo, taekwondo already, gymnastic as well. Along netball as well. That's going to be quite exciting to looking forward to unlock the talent that will be showcased. Next year there's the Netball World Cup, so who knows, some of the players we see here today may be able to go on and qualify to represent their senior national teams.
Yes, certainly. And talking about netball, I mean, Malawi has also qualified for that tournament that will take place in Cape Town next year in July. And talking about Malawi, I think pressure is mounting on them because they will certainly be looking forward to make sure that they shine on home soil, especially after finishing third last year in Lesotho.
They'll be looking for dominance, and also everybody else in the crowd should definitely know that the World Cup tickets are going to go on sale on the 5th of December already.
Your Excellency Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera, President of the Republic of Malawi and our guest of honor this evening. Your Honor, Catherine Gotani Hara MP, Speaker of the Malawi Parliament. Your Lordship, Justice Brazil Commander SC, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Malawi, Honorable Richard Chiwendo Banda MP, Minister of Youth and Sports, and all cabinet ministers and deputy ministers with us this evening.
Honorable Pitso Lesaona, Minister of Gender, Youth, Sports and Arts, Culture and Social Development of the Kingdom of Lesotho. Honorable Gilberto Mendes, Minister of Sports of the Republic of Mozambique with us this evening. All the ministers and leaders of delegation, Honorable Pamela Leitao Barbosa, Minister of Youth and Sports of the Republic of Angola. Honorable Honest Buti Bile, Minister of Sports, Gender, Culture and Youth of the Republic of Botswana. Honorable Harris Madze Bulunga, Minister of Sports, Culture and Youth in the Kingdom of Eswatini. Honorable Agnes Basila Jongarello, Minister of Sports, Youth and National Service of the Republic of Namibia. Honorable Tinoda Machakarika, Deputy Minister of Youth, Arts and Recreation of the Republic of Zimbabwe. Mr. Stanley Mutoya, Chairperson of the Regional Organizing Committee ROC of the Region 5 Youth Games and all ROC members with us this evening. Ms. Colleen Zamba, Secretary to the President and Cabinet and all government officials here present. Your Excellencies, heads of the diplomatic mission and members of the diplomatic corps here present. Mr. Dennis Mumbela, Chairperson of the Local Organizing Committee and all the local organizing committee members with us this evening. Honorable George Zulu MP, Member of Parliament for Lilongwe City West, and all honorable members of Parliament with us this evening. Honorable Patrick Zebron Chilondola, Regional Chairman of the Malawi Congress Party for the Center, and all the regional leaders of the Malawi Congress Party with us. Justice Jabbar Alide, Football Association of Malawi First Vice President, and all sports affiliates with us. All the distinguished athletes, coaches, and trainers with us this evening. All our esteemed sponsors of the Region 5 Youth Games Lilongwe 2022. Your Worship, Councillor Richard Banda, Mayor of the beautiful city of Lilongwe. All the traditional leaders here present, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you all to a spectacular night to remember as Malawi hosts the Africa Union AU Region 5 Youth Games for the very first time under the theme, Igniting the African Dream.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and all invited guests, my name is Cynthia Zonde Zulu, and I'm here with my co-host tonight, Chisomo Mamadi, for the grand opening of the Region 5 Games happening here at the Bingu National Stadium in the beautiful city of Lilongwe, Malawi.
President Mutilore tipatse moto zachi Malawi. This is a historic day for this nation, and we want to show the whole of Africa that Malawi is ready for the Region 5 Games so that the participating teams can actually feel that they are welcome to the warm heart of Africa. And this is how we are going to do it. When I say Malawi, all of us are going to clap thrice. Malawi, we are going to clap thrice. Is that okay? We are ready for this? So when I say Malawi, all of us are going to grab 3 times. You are ready to do this? Let's do it. Malawi! Malawi! Let's now all stand. We've gotten it. We want to show Africa that we are ready. Let's all stand. All right, we are ready for this. Let's go. Malawi! 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 I can't hear you. Malawi! Malawi! Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and all invited guests, we now want to unveil to you in a very special way the Lilongwe Games 2022 mascot, a mascot that represents the uniqueness of the Games. Shortly, the mascot will be parading around the stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, unveiling the AU Region 5 Youth Games mascot. A big round of applause for Chambo!
We welcome you to the 10th edition of the Region 5 Youth Games, igniting the African dream. Welcome to Malawi, the warm heart of Africa.
That is only found in the fresh waters of Lake Malawi. It is with this uniqueness that Chambo was chosen as our official mascot for the Region 5 Youth Games Lilongwe 2022.
These games will bring fresh talent and entertainment, just like how fresh waters of Lake Malawi freshen our Chambo. New talents will be born, new levels will be unlocked, dreams will be realized, and the African dream will continue. So, Chambo mascot represents the uniqueness of the games. We hope that before you leave the warm hearts of Africa, Malawi, you will have a taste of the Chambo.
Thank you very much, our mascot, Chambo, for the Lilongwe 2022 Games. After unveiling the unique and impressive mascot, it is now time to introduce to you the VIPs of the 2022 Region 5 Youth Games. These are the stars of the show, more than 1,500 athletes drawn from the 13 participating countries. We now start parading the countries that will be participating in the Lilongwe 2022 Games. We start with Angola. Let's give it up for Angola.
Yeah.
Manalengi ai quando dança vanadela io. Manalengi ai quando dança vanadela io. Manalengi yo é a confiada da família. Manalengi yo é a confiada da família. Vamos bola com chonga, lengi yo. O jeito como ela dança levanta saio. Vamos bola com chonga, lengi yo. A cintura dela maio e ninguém lhe para. Os homens já tiram dinheiro. As mulheres. Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo
Why you wanna close my soul? Why you wanna close my door? Make my soul.
straight out zpusham.com.
Them boys wanna see the boy under. Bama vuna nikala siwe na zanda. Bama vela mushengati ngona banja. They want me down, they want me suffer. They want me gone, but I'm a biggie man brother. They wanna see me cry, don't know why. Anyway, mulungu sama go.
Kapepa, and I'm cheated. Hey, Kashisha, Kapepa aka Kashisha, Kuzigukonzera Ruja, Akachimesha, Shishikidiki, Bedamasakenzi and the week, Nadarone Kutindi Ripapi, Changuchira Uracha Batashaki Pandati attack. Don't make a sense. The Dura and the Tingle in my sense. The Pinda catch up and the party tents. The guys the Pira Magents. Kushika Bandi teacher Zubuza. The Uya Dina Chibambuza. Parigo Pizza Upper Body Hot. Chindi Bandi Pure Shot. Sigi. Oh no. Munani Buta. Azim Munani Buta. Sigi. Oh no. Munani Buta. Azim Munani Buta. Ndaenda newini vakunditiko zvakatangarini iwewe hausi inini
Patsamoto. I want Versace, Gucci, jumbo la foto, jumbo la foto, jumbo la foto. Patsamoto. I want Versace, Gucci, jumbo la foto, jumbo la foto, jumbo la foto, jumbo la foto, jumbo la foto. I want Versace, Gucci, jumbo la foto, jumbo la foto, jumbo la foto. Patsamoto. I want Versace, Gucci, jumbo la foto, jumbo la foto, jumbo la foto.
Thank you so much, Lesotho. Let's give them a big hand of applause, Lesotho. They'll be joining us later on tonight, Your Excellencies. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and all invited guests, we hope you're having a great time so far. Allow me now to invite the local organizing committee chairperson, Mr. Dennis Mombera, to make a few remarks.
Let's give a round of applause to Mr. Mambela as he comes through to make his remarks.
Your Excellency, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakera, President of the Republic of Malawi, Your Excellency, Mr. Philippe Jacinto Nyusi, President of the Republic of Mozambique, Your Honor, Catherine Gotani Hara, MP, Speaker of the Parliament of Malawi, Your Lordship, Justice Rizin Mzimakanda, SC, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Malawi, Honorable Richard Chumwendo Banda, MP, Minister of Youth, Sports, and the Cabinet Ministers, Deputy Ministers present here. Honorable Pizzo Lesaona, Minister of Gender, Youth, Sports, Arts, Culture, and Social Development of the Kingdom of Lesotho. Honorable Gilberto Mendes, Minister of Sports, the Republic of Mozambique. All the ministers and leaders of delegation. Honorable Pamira Litayo Barbosa, Minister of Youth and Sports of the Republic of Angola. Honorable Honest Butibili, Minister of Sports, Gender, Culture, Youth of the Republic of Botswana. Honorable Haris Madze Lunga, Minister of Sports, Culture, and Youth of the Kingdom of Eswatini. Honorable Agnes Basila, Minister of Sports, Youth, and National Service of the Republic of Namibia. Honorable Tinoda Nchakarika, Deputy Minister of Youth, Arts, and Recreation of the Republic of Zimbabwe. Mr. Stanley Mutoya, Chairperson of the Regional Organizing Committee, the Region 5 Youth Games, and all ROC members here present. Miss Colleen Zamba, Secretary to the President and Cabinet, and all government officials here present. Your Excellencies, heads of the diplomatic mission, and members of the diplomatic corps here present. All the local organizing committee members here present. Honorable George Zulu, MP, Member of Parliament for Lilongwe City West, and all the honorable members here present. Honorable Patrick Zebrum Chilongola, Regional Chairman of the Malawi Congress Party for the Center and the region, leaders of the Malawi Congress Party here present. All the distinguished athletes, coaches, and the trainees here present. All the sponsors of the Region 5 Youth Games here present. Justice Jaba Alide, Football Association of Malawi, Vice President and all sports affiliates here present. Your Worship, Councillor Richard Banda, Mayor of the City of Lilongwe. All the traditional leaders here present, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I am privileged to welcome you to the official opening of the 10th edition of the African Union Sports Games Lilongwe 2022 here at the Bingu National Stadium. A special welcome to our international visitors from Zimbabwe, Zambia, South Africa, the Kingdom of Eswatini, Angola, Botswana, Namibia, Mozambique, and Lesotho. Excellencies, let me start by expressing how Malawi is honored to be hosting the 10th edition of the African Union Youth Games. This event is first and foremost a unifying factor as it brings people of different nationalities from across the region with different cultures and talents. The journey to this day has involved a lot of effort and hard work from a team of dedicated, passionate, enthusiastic individuals who have stood the test of time amidst the challenges that would have otherwise let us quit. But of course, we did not quit. Nelson Mandela said, "Sports has the power to change the world. It has the power to unite people, and it speaks to the youth in a language they understand. Sports can create hope where there was despair. It gives me joy to see such a large crowd gathered in the stadium today, and it is evident that sports is not only a form of entertainment, but a tool to promote unity and peace in the world. Sports is one of the disciplines that many young people can use to show off their talents and skills in full representation of the philosophy of Region 5 Youth Games. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, sports is a serious investment, and as we continue to invest in our young talent, we must also put at the back of our minds that sports has many other benefits towards human development on top of recreation. It is one healthy way that the youth deal with mental health problems, issues that develop the confidence in our young people. Let me therefore take this opportunity to encourage the youth here today to nurture their passion for the sports in concurrent with investing hard work in their studies. Remember, the best shine because they always strive for the better than before. I wish all the participating athletes, together with their teams, the very best in this tournament. Let me take this opportunity to wish all our international guests a warm stay in Malawi, the warm heart of Africa. And of course, let me thank the Malawi government under the leadership of Dr. Chakwera, the President of the Republic of Malawi, for all this support rendered thus far. Let me thank Honorable Chimwendo Banda for having his boots on the ground to make this happen. Let me thank Mr. Stanley Mutoya and the entire ROC family for the guidance. Let me thank the LOC board. I say thank you. CEO, Madam Emma Mavumbe, and the entire secretariat, I say thank you. And everyone here present, and of course, our athletes. I thank you for your kind attention. Thank you.
Placed in Maputo in 2004. Since then, the African Games have become the flagship of African multi-sport games and have seen the rise of African youth sports to unprecedented levels. This makes it the most successful regional sports event in Africa. The region is made up of 10 member countries in Southern Africa. And through this channel, thousands of young athletes from both individual and team sports have risen to the top of their game. This has seen them become household names in African sport and at the highest levels of world sports. In the last decade, since the 2012 Games in Lusaka, Zambia, the region has grown from strength to strength, with the games getting bigger and better. In 2014, the games were held in Zimbabwe's second largest city, Bulawayo, and it brought the city to life with the witnessing of high-level sport that thrilled Zimbabwean sports fans. Angola was the next host in 2016, and Luanda provided the stage for the youth of Southern Africa to showcase their skills on the international stage, with the best of the best competing for the honors of under-20 champions of the region. Botswana picked up the mantle as host in 2018, and the games there lived up to expectations, with Namibia's Christine Mboma emerging as a star of the games. 2 years later, she went on to become an Olympian, winning silver in the 200-meter sprint at the Tokyo Olympic Games. Lesotho hosted the Maseru 2020 Games a year later, in 2021, because the unexpected COVID-19 pandemic that spread across the world, bringing normal life to a standstill. The city of Maseru came to life as young athletes savored the lovely views in the Mountain Kingdom as they went out to break new records and sought to launch their sports careers by making an impact at the Games. With the Maseru 2020 Games now a fading memory, Africa looks forward to this year's edition. All eyes are now focused on a new dawn as Malawi gears itself to host the highly anticipated Lilongwe 2022 Games. Games that promise to be bigger, better, and even more dramatic than ever.
Now, for the remarks by Mr. Stanley Motoya, the ROC chairperson.
Quickly now, let me invite to the podium Mr. Stanley Mutoya, who is the Regional Organizing Committee chairperson, to make his statement. Let's hear it from Mr. Stanley Mutoya, ladies and gentlemen.
I want Versace, Gucci, Jumbo La Photo.
Your Excellency, Dr. Lazarus Makathi Chakwera, the President of the Republic of Malawi, Your Excellency, Mr. Philippe Jacinto Nyusi, the President of the Republic of Mozambique. Allow me, Excellencies, to say all protocol observed. Greetings to you all, my friends, fellow sportsmen and sportswomen. Congratulations to Malawi, the warm hearts of Africa, for having indeed put together such an amazing project in so short a time. The Games are indeed finally here. The time of reckoning for all our athletes has indeed arrived. The journey was long and arduous. It was bumpy and winding, a route that not many people would have loved to walk. It led to some doubting whether we would reach our preferred destination. Though uncertain at times, this road has surely carved an indelible imprint in the region and Malawi's sporting legacy. A legacy that will impact the lives of Malawians for some time and for a time immemorial, and stand indeed the test of time. Your Excellencies, what makes these games more significant is that on 14 August 2001, all heads of state gathered in Blantyre here in Malawi to sign the SADC protocol on culture, information, and sport. And in its article number 24, the heads of state resolved that the state parties would organize games periodically and to the inaugural Region 5 Games, then known as Zone 6 Games. And these were held in Mozambique in 2004. Excellencies, with these games, Malawi has the privilege of showcasing Southern Africa's rich sporting heritage, the talent endowment that it has, to the world. More so, Malawi has stepped up to the plate in putting paid the tenets of our African blueprint. As the majority of the 1.2 billion people of Africa and more than 177 people of our region, including the wide global audience, interface with these games. What will not escape our memories is the fact that Malawi has lived up to the region's expectation. I would like, on behalf of African Union Sports Council Region 5, to thank the government and the people of the Republic of Malawi, under the astute leadership of His Excellency Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera, for having made a bold and courageous decision to host these games under a very difficult economic environment, more so as countries were slowly emerging from the devastating effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Join me, ladies and gentlemen, in saluting Malawi's gallantry and unbridled dedication to youth development and empowerment. Excellencies, on behalf of the Region 5 Organizing Committee, I present to you this evening 1,280 athletes, 646 of them being girls, and 634 of them being boys. And as a region that gives 2% more girls than the boys, a feat that has never happened before. These athletes will be competing in 11 sporting disciplines that brings them closer to their destinies in excellence. As I conclude, Your Excellencies, I would like to recognize the power that these games have brought. Out of these games have emerged stars that have gone on to light the fire globally. Such names as Caster Semenya, Shad de Clove, and Wade van Niekerk of South Africa have been part of a rich cast of sports stars that partook into these games. The list includes Zambia's Collins Mbesuma and Patson Daka, who is currently playing for Leicester City in the English Football League. Nigel Amos and Naomi Rwele, both of Botswana. Donata Katai of Zimbabwe. And just recently in 2018, Christine Mboma of Namibia, who out of the Botswana Games went on to give us pride as Africans at the Tokyo 2020 Games. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to wish once again a very hearty congratulations to Malawi for hosting the 10th edition of the Region 5 Games. Special thanks, of course, goes to all the participating countries, most notably our brothers and sisters from Comoros, Mauritius, and Seychelles, who have made it today to be part of our cast. I wish you all a very enriching experience and most memorable games experience. If you win, win with humility. But if you lose, I beg you to lose with dignity. Once again, I say to all the athletes, aspire to inspire before you expire. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stanley Mutoya. A day in the history of the games in Africa and Malawi in particular. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, next to make a speech is Malawi's Minister of Youth and Sports, Honorable Richard Chimwendo Banda. After his speech, he will request His Excellency Filipe Jacinto Nyusi to make a statement, and thereafter our guest of honor, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Malawi, will also make the Games proclamation. Honorable Minister, please.
Igniting the African dream. Welcome to Malawi, the warm heart of Africa.
Your Excellency, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera, President of the Republic of Malawi. Your Excellency, Mr. Filipe Jacinto Nyusi, President of the Republic of Mozambique. Right Honorable Madaritso Kazombo, First Deputy Speaker of the Malawi National Assembly. Your Lordship Justice Lezine Tsikamanda, AC Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Malawi. Honorable Pitso Lesaona, Minister of Gender, Youth, Sports, Arts and Culture, and Social Development of the Kingdom Lesotho. Honorable Gilberto Mendes, Minister of Sports for the Republic of Mozambique. All the ministers and leaders of the delegations present here, Cabinet Minister from the Republic of Malawi present here, and Deputy Ministers. Your Excellency, I know the list of VVIPs is so long, but allow me to say all protocols observed. A warm welcome to you all to Lilongwe, the capital city of Malawi. Specifically, welcome to the Bingu National Stadium, where we're witnessing the official opening of the 2022 Regional 5 Youth Games under the theme, Igniting the African Dream. Let me take this opportunity to thank Your Excellency, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera, President of the Republic of Malawi, and the entire cabinet for the acceptance to host the 10th edition of the African Union Sports Council Region 5 Youth Games. Allow me to acknowledge, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that the government demonstrated its commitment to host the Games by providing us with all the relevant support. Government provided us with the resources for construction of sports facilities which were not available in the country, and resources for rehabilitation of existing facilities that will be used for the Games. The major facilities constructed for the Games are the 5,000-seater Griffin Saenda Indoor Sports Complex and the 3,000-seater Aquatic Complex, which are both ready to be used for the Games, despite minor works that are still remaining and will be done after the Games. I am also intensely grateful to fellow cabinet ministers and all government structures for having been readily available to provide the necessary legal, financial, technical, and support service in the process. You made us, as Malawi, proud. I would like to thank Your Excellency for entrusting me with the responsibility to oversee the youth and sports development in the country, and more specifically, the organization and hosting of these games. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I must admit that it has been a tough journey to prepare for hosting of these games. The journey had many Red Seas to cross before reaching this far. We are now doubting, but today we are smiling and thanking the Almighty God that together we can ignite the African dream. On the way, we are faced with COVID-19 pandemic, which at one point stopped all sporting activities completely, and this includes construction of all our facilities. Like all other continents, Africa experienced serious economic hardships, which are still with us to date. We experienced storms which harassed our livelihood without mercy. These evil forces did not only torture us, but they also took away lives of our loved ones, including sports persons and lovers. They almost killed our sport, our peace, and hope for the future. Our dream of creating Africa we want was almost shattered. That is why, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the theme of the 10th edition of Africa Region 5 Games is igniting the African dream, which simply means restoring and enhancing our vision for creating the Africa we want through sport. Your Excellencies, these games have indeed demonstrated the power of sport to stimulate national development and promote social cohesion throughout the preparation of the games. Several permanent and temporary jobs have been created, Your Excellencies. And also, Your Excellencies, we have together joined efforts, the whole region, working together as one family. This is the spirit of the game. Local contractors were appointed to provide goods and services. Both sport and non-sport infrastructure was either constructed or refurbished at such institutions such as Nali Kule College of Education, Diang University, Malawi Institute of Management, and hotel occupancy was boosted as part of the sports tourism and an opportunity for us as a country to sell Malawi as a tourism destination of choice. Our sporting infrastructure was upgraded and given a facelift as we are receiving improved services such as internet connectivity. Permit me, therefore, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to commend all our member countries for taking a bold decision to resume sporting activities within the tough environment and for coming to Malawi to participate in the Games. As chairperson of the African Union Sports Council Region 5 Council of Ministers, I am delighted to note that all member countries have remained loyal to the tenets of our region, one of which is mandatory hosting of these games for the benefit of millions of our sportsmen and sportswomen. In a special way, let me commend the African Union Sports Council Region 5 Council of Ministers, all those members who are here, member countries, confederations, local and international partners who have supported us in cash and kind for the successful organization of the Games. Locally, Your Excellency, allow me to recognize a few companies that have stood with us in this difficult time. Let me, in a special way, recognize the New Building Society, a bank that was there for us all the time. In a special way, again, Your Excellency, let me recognize the Press Trust for their support, and so many companies, including the TNM, that have always given us the much-needed support. I'll be failing my duty if I would not be honest enough to express my special gratitude to Mr. Stanley Mutoya, the CEO of the Region 5 Games, for the wonderful job that he has provided to this country and to the region at large. My fellow ministerial committee members who are present here, all ministers and deputy ministers and your respective officials, I appreciate your patriotism and contribution towards the successful organization of the Games. Whenever I and my team were stuck, we called you for meetings and asked you for support at short notice. You never let us down, but you made sure to come and support us without hesitation. Please receive my sincere appreciation. The chairperson, the chief executive officer, and all members of the local organizing committee, you worked so much hard. But Your Excellency, I may not do justice if I do not mention our contractors. China Railway 20 for the beautiful job that you have done at Griffin Sainda, and China Civil for the beautiful job that you have done at the Aquatic Complex. You worked very hard, and this cannot go unnoticed. Your Excellency, you stood with us. You gave us the monies. This is the first time, Your Excellency, Malawi, especially the Minister of Youth and Sports, has received support in the history of Malawi. Your Excellency, you gave us resources. Your Excellency, even when the country is going through tough times, you made sure that the Minister of Youth and Sports was supported. Tikuti zikomo kwambiri a President, moyo umene mwaonetsera kwa achinyamata mdziko muno ni moyo wa chikondi. Dziko lino likumana ndi mavuto ambiri, monga mmene mavuto onse akukumana nawo Africa. Koma inu a President mwayima nafe limodzi, mwatipatsa thandizo lalikulu, mwaonetsera chikondi kwa ife achinyamata. Achinyamata amene abwera muno, komanso achinyamata onse dziko lonse la Malawi, komanso Africa yonse akuthokozani a President. Mwapadera, a President tifuna tithokoze chifukwa chinakukomerani mtima kwaitana President Nyusi kuti adzakhale nafe kuno. Chatipatsa ulemu kwambiri, Mulungu akudalitseni President Nyusi. Ndikudziwa kuti mmamva chichewa, Ambuye akudalitseni pamene mwakhalapo. Komanso nonse amene mwabwera kudzaonera masewera amenewa. Tithokoze nonse amene mukutionera. Kumbukirani kuti mavuto akachuluka m'moyo ngati wachinyamata, kudzipha kapena kuzichotsera moyo wako si yankho ku moyo wako. Suicide will not solve your challenges and your solution. May God bless us all, and may we enjoy the game. God bless you. Thank you so much, Your Excellencies. And with this humility, Your Excellency, the Master of Ceremony asked me to ask His Excellency Nyusi, but I will make a few collections. Your Excellency, with all the humility, I would like to ask Your Excellency, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera, President of the Republic of Malawi, to come and address us this evening. A big hand to His Excellency, and I can see he's coming together with President Nyusi. Can we all stand up and give a powerful clap offering to the two presidents, sons of Africa, who are standing with us tonight, demonstrating to young people that there is a future for all young people.
Welcome to Malawi, yeah. Takulandilani, Zimbabwe, Botswana. Well, I need to say, we bring the chatters on the fire. Let me feel the energy. Hello, let the dance begin. We are warriors, warriors, African warriors, warriors. We are warriors, warriors, African warriors, warriors.
Thank you, my brother, President Chakwera. Thank you for inviting me, and also allow me to speak in Portuguese, because I've been told that we have here Mozambicans and also people from Angola. But for all our brothers here in Malawi, last month in Mozambique, I played with your football team, the beach football team in Vilanculo. And before that, together we played the music, as you know, from Chalamanda. It was Mano and Zero Chalamanda. Sua Excelência, irmão Lázaro Chakwera, presidente da República de Malawi, antes de tudo e todo o protocolo respeitado pela economia do tempo, queria... Tá bom? Já está. Tenta lá.
First of all, and all protocol observed, just for the sake of time, we will continue.
Eu quero agradecer o seu convite e, como sou membro da delegação desportiva de Moçambique, eu pessoalmente também estou pronto para jogar e estarei na modalidade de futebol.
Thank you very much for your invitation. In my capacity as a member of the delegation of Mozambique, of the sporting delegation of Mozambique, because I'm also prepared to play in the discipline of soccer, football.
Malawi mulibwanje. Boma lelo, boma. Eu quero, antes de tudo, reconhecer o nível da organização deste evento e felicitar ao meu irmão presidente Chakwera por este ato, porque significa visão e é um presidente que está a trabalhar com atos, com ações e conseguiu juntar a juventude aqui para juntos trocarem opiniões e não só para efeitos de futebol, de desporto.
I wish to commend my brother President Chakwera from Malawi for having been able to organize this excellent event, a sporting event where the youth is gathered. So President Chakwera is leading by action and he has been able to bring together the youth of our region.
Não são todos presidentes comprometidos com o desporto e que organizam eventos como esses em momentos de adversidades.
Not all presidents who are committed with sports can organize this kind of events at a time of so many adversities and obstacles.
Por isso, Senhor Presidente, Excelência, permita-me que através de si saúde o povo malauiano por o acolhimento e transmita os cumprimentos dos seus irmãos moçambicanos.
Therefore, allow me, Mr. President, to congratulate you and through you to extend warm greetings to the Malawian people from their brothers and sisters from Mozambique.
A realização deste importante evento desportivo do continente, que junta cerca de 2.000 atletas, treinadores, árbitros, dirigentes, é uma grande conquista, em particular para o povo e o governo do Malawi, para a África, a nossa região também.
This important continental sports event that brings together about 2,000 athletes, coaches, officials, referees and leaders is a great achievement, particularly for the people and government of Malawi, and it has been possible.
Estimados irmãos malauianos, caros Presidente Chakwera, estendemos as nossas saudações às delegações dos 10 países da região aqui presentes.
Esteemed Malawian brothers and sisters, dear brother President Chakwera, we wish to extend our greetings to delegations of 13 member states of Region 5 here present.
Como foi muito bem dito, o desporto é uma das áreas em que o nosso continente tem marcado a sua excelência, graças ao trabalho árduo e dedicação dos nossos atletas, sobretudo jovens, cuja dedicação tem permitido elevar os nossos países e o nosso continente em geral para altos patamares internacionais.
As it has already been said, sports is one of the areas where our continent has shown excellence, thanks to the hard work and dedication of our athletes, particularly the youth.
whose dedication has placed our continent and our countries on the highest international standards.
O exemplo disto é o Campeonato Mundial que está a decorrer no Catar. Mostra que a África é uma fonte de estrelas do desporto que jogam para os seus países e os que também se naturalizam em outros países.
The example of this is the current FIFA World Cup in Qatar, whereby Africans are showing that they are source of sports stars who play for their countries, the African countries, and those who have naturalized in other countries.
Porque não é momento de discursos, mas sim de deixar a juventude praticar. Termino mais uma vez felicitando o Malawi pela excelente organização, assegurando que Moçambique está pronto para testemunhar, para acolher a próxima edição dos Jogos de Juventude da Região 5 do Conselho dos Desportos da União Africana, comprometendo-se a fazer o seu melhor para manter esta chama de amizade e convivência desportiva entre os povos da nossa região. Aliás, é a razão da nossa estadia também neste momento e aqui.
Because this is not time for speeches. It is time for the youth to start playing. I would like to conclude once again by congratulating Malawi for the excellent organization, and rest assured that when Mozambique receives the testimony as the next host for the African Union Sports Council Region 5 Youth Games, commits to do its level best to keep the torch of friendship and sports fraternity among peoples of our region alight. And indeed, that's the reason why we are here.
Desejo a todos os atletas muita sorte e que participem em competição guiados pelo espírito de fair play, cientes de que o sucesso de cada um de vós orgulha não somente ao país de origem, mas a todos os 10 países da região do Conselho de Desporto da União Africana.
I wish all athletes and participants good luck, and we urge you to compete with the spirit of fair play. Be aware that the success of each and everyone will not only make his or her home country proud, but also all 13 countries of the African Union Sports Council Region 5 proud.
Saibam que nestas competições ganhará a nossa região desportiva e apenas levará o troféu o país que se apresentar melhor.
You should know that in these competitions, our sporting region will be the winner, the true winner, and the trophy will go to the country that will perform better.
Mais uma vez, muito obrigado e antecipo as minhas felicitações aos atletas antigos do passado que serão homenageados e passarão a servir de referências para as futuras gerações. Obrigado pela atenção que nos foi prestada.
Once again, thank you very much. I would like to anticipate my congratulations to those who will be recognized, those who will be in the Hall of Famers, who will be here. And I wish you successful games, and we are all winners.
Obrigado.
Your Excellency, Mr. Felipe Jacinto Nyusi, President of the Republic of Mozambique, Your Lordship, Justice Regimes Commander SC, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Malawi, First Deputy Speaker Honorable Manalitso Kazombo, MP. Honorable Richard Chimwendo Banda, MP, Minister of Youth and Sports, and all the cabinet ministers and deputy ministers here present. Honorable Pete Solisaona, Minister of Gender, Youth, Sports, Arts, Culture, and Social Development of the Kingdom of Lesotho. Honorable Gilberto Mendes, Minister of Sports of the Republic of Mozambique, all the ministers and leaders of delegation. Honorable, well, I said Dr. Janet Banda, SC, Deputy Secretary of the President and Cabinet, Mr. Stanley Mtoya, Chairperson of the Regional Organization Committee of the Region 5 Youth Games, and all the ROC members here present, Justice Jabbar Alide, Football Association of Malawi First Vice President, and all sports affiliates here present. Your Excellencies, heads of the diplomatic mission and members of the diplomatic corps here present. Mr. Dennis Mombela, Chairperson of the Local Organizing Committee, and all Local Organizing Committee members here present. Your Worship, Councillor Richard Banda, Mayor of the City of Lilongwe, and all the councillors here present. Honorable Patrick Zebulon Chilondola, Regional Chair of the Malawi Congress Party, and all leaders of the region here present. Honorable Alfred Gia, MP, Member of Parliament for Lilongwe City Center, and all the honorable members of Parliament here present. All the distinguished athletes, coaches, and trainers here present. All the sponsors of Region 5 Youth Games, traditional leaders, and amongst those that have brought their teams here, including those that have just arrived in the country from Lesotho, our Honorable Pamela Letao Barbosa, Minister of Youth and Sports of the Republic of Angola, Honorable Honest Buti Bile, Minister of Sports, Gender, Culture and Youth of the Republic of Botswana, Honorable Harris Matebulunga, Minister of Sports, Culture and Youth of the Kingdom of Swatini, Honorable Agnes Basila Jogarero, Minister of Sports, Youth and National Service of the Republic of Namibia, Honorable Tinoda Macharkira, Deputy Minister of Youth, Sports, Arts and Recreation of the Republic of Zimbabwe. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the people of Malawi, I welcome every one of you to the warm heart of Africa, and I welcome you to the 10th edition of the African Union Region 5 Youth Games. I don't know about you, but I've been looking forward to this day for months. I've been looking forward to see all of you as African brothers and sisters reunited as one family. I have been looking forward to watch our people display to the world their creative and athletic abilities. I've been looking forward to see our youth demonstrate Africa's capacity for endurance, resilience, fair play, and victory. I have been definitely looking forward to enjoy every game in every discipline, and I'm so happy that my dear brother, His Excellency Filippo Jacinto Nyusi, President of the Republic of Mozambique, is here with me to share in this joy. His Excellency and I have a special bond, as do our two nations, which are connected by culture, history, economy, and geography. And I wish him and his country all the best as they prepare to host the next edition of these games next year. But I believe that I speak for both of us when I say that we are very proud of you all, and we wish you all the very best in your competitions. These are momentous times because our nations are facing issues And yet, the enthusiasm that you all share in these games is contagious. They say that because our countries have many problems, some people will say our citizens, because they're suffering many things, we should not make any time for sports and for play. But we are here because that is not what we believe. What we believe is that there are many positive things happening in our countries. What we believe is that there are many positive things being accomplished by our youth. What we believe is that the solution to our problems lies in building on those positives, building on our successes, building on our unity, and building on our strengths. What we believe is that sport is about more than playing games, because sport is about the development of our people, the strengthening of our minds, and to achieve great feats. What we believe is that we are more than just a continent with problems and suffering, for we are a continent with abilities, a continent with agency, a continent with dreams, a continent with inspiration, a continent with energy and vitality, and a continent that values our shared humanity. Malawi is therefore honored to host you all here. Our economy may be small, but we are a generous people. Our problems may be many, but our hospitality is heartfelt. That is why we have made sure to allocate adequate resources for preparations and hosting of these games, including the successful construction of sports facilities of international standard, chief of which are the 10,000-seater Griffin Sayenda Indoor Sports Complex and the 5,000-seater National Aquatic Complex. When I embarked on these projects, I received some criticism from those who think that investing in sports and young people is a waste of time. But to me, there is no investment in young people that is a waste of time. That is why I directed the Minister of Youth and Sports, Honorable Richard Chimwendo Banda, to ignore the noise and focus on serving the young people of our country and the young people of our region who have gathered here today. And I want to thank him for staying the course. I'd also like to thank all the officials from the Ministry of Transport and Public Works and the Department of Buildings, the regional and local organizing committees, as well as all contractors for the timely construction and rehabilitation of these facilities. Now, I've talked long enough, so I don't want to keep everyone waiting any longer, because we're here to watch the games and get that started. But I just want to ask one thing from all of you. If you're ready for the games, let me hear you say, yeah! If you're ready for the games, let me hear you say, yeah! And by the power vested in me, I declare these Region 5 games open, and I direct that the games begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to officially welcome you to the 10th edition of the Region 5 Youth Games, igniting the African dream. Welcome to Malawi, the warm heart of Africa.
Thank you very much, our guest of honor, Your Excellency, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera, the President of Malawi, for officially opening the Region 5 Games today. We can now officially say, let the games begin! I will, however, ask Your Excellency to remain by the stage as we move on to the next activity, which is the lighting of the Games Torch fanfare and trumpets. We have 3 of the country's sports legends who will lead in the relay of the torch and finally hand it over to His Excellency, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chegerera, President of Malawi.
Yes, indeed, Cynthia. The torch will be used to light up the cauldron. The next host of the games will be Mozambique, and this is why we have His Excellency Filipe Nyusi, President of the Republic of Mozambique, with us. So shortly, our guest of honor will be lighting the cauldron.
Let's now get moving with the torch relay to be led by legends of games in Malawi. The first to run will be John Anderson Mwatiwa. John Anderson Mwatiwa started his career in 1984.
Edition of the Region 5 Youth Games, igniting the African dream. Welcome to Malawi, the warm heart of Africa.
The first to run will be John Anderson Mwatiwa, who started his career in 1984 and stopped active sports in 2003. He is now the executive member of Athletics Association of Malawi.
And then we also had Mary Wire. Mary has played netball for 31 years. She started playing netball at the age of 11 and for the national team at 14 years.
And finally, you cannot talk about football in Malawi without mentioning the name Kina Piri. He started playing football at a very young age when he was in primary school, and his football career progressed after he was selected to secondary school, and that's when he was identified by Butter Bullets and the national team.
This is now time for our guest of honor to light the cauldron.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to officially welcome you to the 10th edition of the Region 5 Youth Games, igniting the African dream. Welcome to Malawi, the warm heart of Africa.
A big hand, ladies and gentlemen!
Dream. Region 5 Games, be a part of the team. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to officially welcome you to the 10th edition of the Region 5 Youth Games, igniting the African dream. Welcome to Malawi, the warm heart of Africa.
There we have the courtroom leader. And this will be like that till the end of the games, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, the games are also about celebrating special people that have left an indelible mark on their respective sporting disciplines. This time around, we want to honor distinguished individuals that will be recognized into the Hall of Fame.
May I ask our guests of honor, your excellencies, please to remain there so that you can actually present to the people that will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. First is Honorable Joe Libombo from Mozambique. Honorable Joe Libombo was the Vice President of the African region of the UNESCO Intergovernmental Committee on Physical Education and Sport between 2012 and 2013. Between 2000 and 2004, he became President of the SADC Council of Ministers for Culture, Information and Sport. There he is now on the carpet shortly. Honorable Libombo led a group of ministers of SADC in the preparation and approval by the heads of state of the Protocol of Culture, Information and Sports in the region. From 2000 to 2005, he was appointed Minister of Youth and Sports in Mozambique. He is credited for convincing and installing the structure of the Minister of Sport in Mozambique. Having planned, controlled, and implemented state policies in the areas of youth and sports, he directed the creation of legal instruments in youth and sports policies, namely the Sport Law and Regulation and the Chokwe Declaration. Honorable Libombo, Your Excellencies, served as one of the distinguished members of the Council of Ministers that saw the introduction of the inaugural USCC Region 5, then called the CSA Zone 6 Games that were held in Maputo, Mozambique in 2004. A round of applause for Honorable Joe Libombo.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the next individual to be recognized into the Hall of Fame is Honorable Dr. Sofil from South Africa, to be posthumously recognized by Mr. Barry Hendries. Reverend Dr. Makenkesi Arnold Stoffel was a South African politician. He was a Minister of Sport and Recreation from April 2004 to October 2010. At the time of his death, he was serving as South Africa's ambassador to Germany. Reverend Dr. Stoffel served as the Chancellor of the University of Fort Hare from the 5th of May to the 15th of August. He served on the Water Executive Committee and Foundation Board during his term as South Africa's Sports Minister. He was a liberation struggle icon with an impeccable record.
Next, Your Excellencies, to be recognized is Boys Sebetlela from Botswana. A big hand for Boys. Honorable Boys, sporting background was in volleyball, player, and his exploits saw him appointed chairperson of the Botswana National Council of Sports. His next sport of call was being elected Secretary General of the then SCSA Zone 6. Mr. Boyce left his SCSA assignment to take up a cabinet appointment in his motherland, Botswana. He was instrumental in Botswana's offer to host those particular games. There he is, a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
The next individual to be recognized into the Hall of Fame is Honorable Dr. Kirsty Coventry from Zimbabwe, to be recognized posthumously by Dr. Eugenia Chidakwe. Dr. Kirsty Lee Coventry Seward is the current Minister of Youth, Sport, Arts and Recreation in the Cabinet of Zimbabwe as of September 2018. She is a world and Olympic swimming champion and the most decorated Olympian in Africa with 7 Olympic medals. She reached the semifinals on the 2000 Olympic Games while she was still in high school and was named Zimbabwe Sportswoman of the Year in the same year.
Next, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, will be Mr. Robert Magagula from the Kingdom of Eswatini. Mr. Robert Magagula is a consultant for Momentum Health Insurance in the Kingdom of Eswatini. He previously worked as Crown Counsel and Prosecutor under the Swaziland Government's Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. Mr. Magagula served as President of the Swaziland Olympic and Commonwealth Games Association. During his tenure, Eswatini, then known as Swaziland, strengthened high performance and increased sport from the International Olympic Committee. Congratulations to Mr. Robert Magagula from the Kingdom of Eswatini.
Up next is Matilda Mwawa from Zambia, to be posthumously recognized by Mr. Gibson Muyaule. Matilda Mwawa was the founder and executive director at National Organization for Women in Sport, Physical Activity and Recreation. This is a Zambian non-governmental organization comprised of women and men who believe that sport, physical activity and recreation have the power to foster social change and increase an individual's quality of life.
Next, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, is Maria Mutola from Mozambique. Dominating her fellow runners in the middle distance event, Maria Mutola became one of the world's most consistent winners on the women's track and field circuit in the 1990s. She was undefeated against top international competitors while maintaining an active performance schedule in her premier event, the 800-meter run, from the fall of 1992 until her disqualification in the world track and field. A big round of applause, Maria Mutola. Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. You may now come back to the podium so that we continue with the program this evening. May we all stand as we welcome the Excellencies. Thank you for lighting the cauldron. Thank you for presenting those certificates to deserving individuals in their different sporting disciplines. The games are about celebrating those that have done well over the years. And we know that from these games, Lilongwe 2022, we are also going to unearth talent that one day will come and celebrate as well. We also want to recognize the Malawi National Council of Sports that have prepared our athletes. As hosts, we needed to prepare very well, and the National Sports Council was key to the same. Thank you very much, Malawi National Council of Sports, for a job well done. We can give them a hand of applause as well. Shortly, we'll move to the next activity on the program, which is the taking of votes by our athletes, officials, and coaches. Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. We may all take our seats. Like I did indicate, next on the line of activities at this grand opening of the Lilongwe 2022 Games is the swearing of oaths by officials of the game. This is just to reaffirm their commitment to doing the right things for the sake of the Games. We will start with the athletes, the coach, and then the game officials.
With that being said, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and all invited guests, the first to take the oath will be a representative of the athletes. Help me put our hands together for Louisa Kamanga.
In the name of all, in the name of all participants, I promise I shall take part in these games, respecting and abiding by the rules which govern them. Committing myself to act with integrity, tolerance, and trust in the spirit of true sportsmanship, for the honor and glory in participating in safe and fair sport.
Next, Your Excellencies, will be Blessings Gondwe, representing the coaches.
In the name of all coaches and other members of the athletes in large, I promise that we shall commit ourselves to ensuring the spirit of sportsmanship and fair play is fully adhered to and upheld in accordance with the fundamental principles of Olympism.
And lastly, to take his oath is Macbeth Wasambo representing, or rather Robin Kandawire representing the officials.
In the name of all officials, we promise we shall officiate in these games, respecting, abiding by the laws which govern them, committing ourselves to act with integrity, tolerance, and trust in the spirit of truth, sportsmanship, for the honor and glory of participating in safe and fair sports.
Thank you very much for taking the oaths so that we enjoy the Games Lilongwe 2022. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the night in the beautiful city of Lilongwe, hosts of the AU Region 5 Games 2022 is still young, and we still have lots in store. Next is a special artistic display which looks at the effects of COVID-19 on youth games in Africa. Your Excellencies, since 2020, the world has been affected by COVID-19. Africa's youth have been adversely affected and their progress stalled. Sports, one of the drivers of youth development, came to a complete halt for many months and only gradually returned with severe restrictions. This effectively closed the doors on the sporting opportunities that young Africans thrived on. Dreams were shattered, hopes were lost.
With the Region 5 Youth Games, youthful dreams have been reignited. The games bring back belief in ourselves and in a brighter future. The road to glory and victory now lies before thousands of young African sportsmen and women who have converged on Lilongwe to launch what they hope will be long-lasting and successful careers at the highest level of the sport. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and all invited guests, enjoy.
We will never forget life before COVID-19, when children would play, travel was easy, the vacations
November 7th.
The biggest quarantine.
One patient tested positive for coronavirus.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
First death being reported now from Karnataka.
We declared a public health emergency.
घरों से बाहर निकलने पर पूरी तरह पाबंदी लगाई जा रही है.
This is the fight against COVID-19. The number of cases are going up. India's biggest hotspot.
Is India really prepared?
There is a
migrant laborers continue to walk back. Not helping India's cause are COVIDians. These are selfless corona warriors on the front lines.
Who is going to be getting this vaccine first?
Malawi has recorded more than 13,000 coronavirus infections since the first case was identified there 9 months ago.
Markets must close no later than 5 p.m. And all merchants and customers must wear a mask at all times. All buildings used by the public, whether for business or private service, must be disinfected no less than once a week and must be fitted with hand-washing facilities at the entrance and exits.
A nighttime curfew has been imposed and schools have been closed.
and of course, the music shows.
When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. This time for Africa. Cause this is Africa. This time for Africa. This time for Africa. Yeah, yeah. pusha mpaka sitege bwana dola zanga kwenzani zomwezi mpaka mipeni ima pusha mpaka sitege bwana dola zanga kwenzani zomwezi mpaka mipeni kama wani nipende kama tunde na protecta pasti sprint in the bus driver Chiduteko wino zingade wino ko wino makazi utandi pesa nitasenza tumba limete 120 before 10 bar mageta katima sinditela pompa city dola chikwa maseti masoka ngati sikupula kijela pa moto pompa.
Let's go header up kuna dola zitatemo
bwana dola zanga kwenzani zomwezi mpaka mipeni dima pusha mpaka sitege bwana dola zanga kwenzani zomwezi mpaka mipeni ima pusha mpaka sitege bwana dola zanga kwenzani zomwezi mpaka mipeni.
You are 1, 2 Zangover winawa Zangover winawa fa Ugo Let's go Dine bad boy wa muketo Tima wanga suma kwini kabo Digudi, let's go 1, 2 Timo mani Tima kukuku Chauna nandi mana be Iwe, hana tima Mancho Chaura nandi tatade 1, 2, let's go Woman a man
Ladies and gentlemen, the pandemic is over. I would like to welcome you to the celebration.
Hey! I'm on my show.
Say!
I'ma feel like boy.
Hey! Say!
I'm by my phone. Wow, this is I gon' be the low.
Hey! Say!
I'm on my show.
Say! Figure, I'ma feel Say, hey, figure. Hey, fire. Say, hey, Dima ipasa.
Moto, unandi.
Dima yakisa.
Fire, Illuminati.
Say, mobile kushow.
Mode pesa, tirenkati.
Akasi oya pila.
Ndiangati, makaya kufusa. Ndiwe friend ndi questi. Nakutumizila potu friend requesti. Nanga kwanchu kucheza mafans. Ndiwe friendly guesti. Kucheza bastage ndijine kwa mandina friend ndi besti. Kusuka kusuzumela kalenda. Kodokana isa ata halenda. Agakala achawa asalenda. Makaya tikafika amapenga.
Amariso wa tikakala tilipa ize. Say, akumati sawa muma. Hey, figure.
I'ma feel like boy.
Amumai. Arriba odi figaro. Eh, figure. Eh. One, say, fire.
So singer we wasn't the daily. Been on my high shit lately. Sweet of the juice, black of the berry.
Got the whole thing, you want your minute? One time, region 5, shut up!
Yo!
Man a kingpin. Levels to this thing. Slay. This me no respond. Why? Levels to this thing. Who got this and I'm gonna see. Just remember levels to this thing. You ever.
Yo!
Levels to this thing. Something that the bad man I say that loudly. Front of the cops, me bust me gun loudly. My liquor dance for my fear, but they say na me blood. I'm the baddest DJ M Dubs ever had. Put this all kind of boss. You mad? Chicha too much like a military squad. You see me in the street, you better run, young boy. 50 caliber go bend.
My mamba, give me the mix.
Hey, me want to chat me mind properly. Rapana and Billy was only I want the yellow.
Everyone.
This at 3 o'clock, quarter past to the more challenge.
1, 2, everybody jump. Just me no respond. Levels. Ugo. Go.
Just remember levels to this thing. You ever Champions League. Hey, Steve-O. Levels to this thing. It's like my pity team up in the ma kola la malinga a kaida the machine gun fire la no
ayala your head do. Me bomberka. Ugo. Ava.
Fika pa malo, seka kamalo, dance finale and I want the mayalo.
That's a grandmaster.
Ngati go jalo.
Mafana opusaku.
Lyrics full of sanity, voice full of quality. Smoking the herbs, I'm high quality. I can't stick a coca with the girls, them gravity. Master Lendo Sayam by the Magawa for charity.
Levels to why?
Levels to this thing.
Who got this and I'm gonna see? Just remember.
Levels to this thing.
UEFA Champions League. Mana Kingpin. Levels to. Thank you, Malawi.
Yeah. Halibasi damuza sana na vita kutali usandilonde mabasi kufu judo alindoti damuza sana na vita kutali usande pange approach iwe mama stage stones halibasi damuza sana na vita kutali usandilonde mabasi kufu judo alindoti damuza sana na vita kutali yo alitia mtu wake jabu ukaona kuwala hama bwela kuzimisa babu alitia mtu wake Lucifala ukamakwela mwamba makukoka musidala iwe njala ntenda hama bwele sanditevo wabandamao amulugu ndugu za bawe kasungani mpeko kala deka mkondo ndiya usimu hama menya konde mulungu yeka ziwa na zirika timu nje holo mavuto kubwela ndimango tenga baipo langa ndikawenenga kukwana ndimango zifilanga ndichipanza iwe tepo kutuma ziwanda koma ndimaziwuza kuti 1, 2, 3 go mbama keche stones halibasi namuza sara na vita kutali usandilonde mabasi kufu judo namuza sana napita kutali yo hadi ndinjira zambiri hata kutumiza ngazi iwe kukwila kungodaba chiti chose chako mazi hata kutuma habusa iwe kutulusa kusa koma moyo usasunta bale wanga osapusa iwe bima naye ndi marketa hama bwela ndi yakeja hama bwela ndio challenger nditakupa dola zosaza mu wallet holo maluzi talenta koma ukamutengela satano zako daba kuti wabetsa holo mavuto kubwela ndimangotenga pipe langa ndikawenenga kokwana ndimangozifila ngati chipanza tepo kutuma ziwani tidupe 1, 2, 3 go bama teche stores halibasi namuza sana na vita kutali usanilonde mabasi kufu judo alinoti iwe usanipake approach bama teche stores Saidi Tidumpe Banji Manja Mamba Manja 1, 2 Banji Bwanji godi.
Bwanji.
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 Bwanji godi.
Bwanji.
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 Bwanji godi.
Bwanji. Daddy 1, 2. Bwanji godi. Dili healthy wobwele samatenda. Bwela ndigati. Dili mawindi wobwele samalusi. Chabulos.
Bwanji godi.
Bwanji godi.
Chabulos.
Bwanji godi.
Bwanji godi.
Bwanji godi.
Chabulos.
Ubwela ndigati.
Ubwela ndigati.
Ubwela ndigati.
Ubwela ndigati.
Ubwela ndigati.
Ubwela ndigati.
Ubwela ndigati. Abandeza lowa personal wina wende paka kesuno kuna ndagone banu jifesino hakufuna kuti jipaka tiwesulo kumandeone bamazino pesulo ndimufinyafinya ndikumusulapuno kumupesa kumubusa kuti bukuna majabulo ndikapeza dola ndimangobweza maloni azanga mbwe koma ndikufira loni koma loni ndijani nanandifera ulele azanga ndijani yesu anganimvere tendimadzuka mamawa then I bow down ndifuna giva koma yesu akuti stay strong tendimadzuka mamawa then I bow down tidupe 1, 2, 3 Bwanji godi
Iwo bwele samatenda.
Daddy bwela ndigati Bwanji godi.
Chabulos.
Bwanji godi.
Chabulos.
Bwanji godi.
Chabulos.
Bwanji godi. Ubwela ndigati.
Ubwela ndigati.
Ubwela ndigati.
Ubwela ndigati.
Ubwela ndigati. Ubwela ndigati. Tukero tukata. Hey.
Ubwela ndigati.
Tukata. Daddy. Tukero tukata. Daddy. Tukero tukata.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to officially welcome you to the 10th edition of the Region 5 Youth Games, igniting the African dream. Welcome to Malawi, the warm heart of
Let's go!
Kashona katamange bazara ikamaliza mundipelera mbala ndiwilira chitinti chagara ora mi familia ude Rwanda maputo ayude mundi ode kufasa mundi ode warrior mundi ode nzanzi ngibode warrior mundi ode Mozambique Swatini warrior mundi ode Lesotho mpone
One time.
mundi ode Malawi mundi ode Sanbonani welcome to Malawi yeah Takulandilani Zimbabwe Botswana Belani disawele limoti we bring the Chaka Zulu fire let me feel the energy hello let the games begin we are warriors
He passe moto.
African warriors
He passe We what?
African warriors
Yeah.
we are warriors
He passe
African warriors
moto.
we are warriors African
Yes, igniting the African dream. Region 5 Games, be a part of the team. Witness the rise of an African tide. Angola, Namibia, that African side. Zambia, Mulishani, ignite the flame with us, the Nani. Boxing, judo, we're bringing in basketball. Represent your flag, this is national.
You Safika pa Sauzana.
reigniting the African dream yeah quarantine in a corner alindi mwana bulete volleyball taekwondo bayaga moto nani ili yabukude
Let's go.
we are warriors
Say.
African warriors
Hey. Yeah.
warriors
He passe moto.
African warriors
He moto.
we are warriors African warriors
Passe moto.
we are warriors
He passe moto.
African warriors
Africa. Ulimala utotikafika. Dumela, Dumela. Botswana na Lesotho, Dumela.
Yeah, we're bringing the heat. Region 5 on fire.
Hey, yeah, we're bringing the heat. Hey.
Daddy's a football on fire.
Bake a shoe, bake a shoe.
Good.
To bake a shoe, mwana wa Malawi.
Oh yeah.
Bake a shoe, bake a shoe. Watu mandani. To bake a shoe, mwana wa region 5.
We are warriors, warriors. African warriors, warriors. We are warriors, warriors. African warriors, warriors.
Ipase moto.
We are warriors, warriors.
Ipase moto.